refugee decade, and you call the current era that started in 2011 the Syrian refugee era. How would you call or describe the new decade that is about to start, 2020?
Okay. Let me talk just a little bit about Syria. I believe that was a dividing point. Until that time, the global humanitarian cooperation strategy had pretty much governed the actions. Syria was a dividing point. It was handled, in my estimation, very, very poorly planned, poorly executed. A major development in 2015, some of the younger Syrian refugees in camps throughout the region decided that they couldn't take it there anymore. They wanted to leave. They made a beeline for Europe, Germany, Sweden, France, whatnot. I made a trip to the region then, and I said, look, the regime to follow is, we had in the global humanitarian cooperation strategy, was refugee resettlement. We've got to know who these people are. We've got to process them. We've got to know that they are qualified for resettlement. But that advice was rejected. We saw over 800,000 political asylum applicants going into Europe with all of the problems that they produced, and they were massive. I think the reaction of many governments was that the international community did not know how to safely resettle refugees and migrants, and they reacted. I saw recently an article by Ann Applebaum in the Washington Post, who I follow. She said the reaction to the negative experience in Syria has produced a lot of losses. She says there's been a global refugee backlash. And I know that's true, and we're experiencing that right now. She said there's been declines in the liberal democratic order, and I think that's true. In transnational cooperation, she went on to say that because of the negative reaction to that experience, we've lost our commitment to genocide protection. We've lost our consciousness of the responsibility to protect. We're really shy on our commitment to peacekeeping and peacemaking anymore. But more than anything else, she said, we have lost our sense of empathy. So if I would describe the new decade starting with 2020, I would say it's the governments who see their national self-interest, their national interest as national self-interest or removal of themselves from the global scene. And I think that's dangerous. Let me read you a piece I got out of the Washington Post when I was on the train coming up here. They're looking at the major stories of 2019. One of them is the immigration wars. I think the story of the 2010 is the flood of refugees and migrants that sparked nationalistic movements across the globe, said Dan Seals. It is a contest between those who have lost their homes and those who feel their homes are at risk. One of my close colleagues wrote me an email right before I left. He's in Mali. He said, Jim, this is where things are real. Hundreds of thousands of refugees, IDPs, and migrants of all kinds here in Mali. And the poorest of the poor local population, accept them without a grumble and share all they have, including rapidly dwindling water resources. From here, our rich country seems awfully far away and remarkably uncaring. And I think that's the decade we're going into.